We've got to talk about something that is absolutely wild. Absolutely wild. And when you see it, you're probably going to chuckle a little bit because it is quite funny. You know, in a weird way, it's quite funny. What I'm about to show you is a clip from the Communist News Network, okay, aka CNN. And they're going on a ride along with ICE. Yeah. CNN went on a ride along with ICE. They sure did. But there's a catch. It wasn't under Trump. It was under Obama. Check it out.
Just before the sun rises in the Windy City, Immigration and Customs Enforcement agents fan out across Chicago to arrest criminals in the U.S. illegally.
Tag 1, Tag 2, Tag 3.
CNN was granted exclusive access to witness some of those raids.
We got 3 targets this morning. You know, some of the neighborhoods a little sketchy, so we got to make sure it's not just the target we're looking after, but other people around us.
They want to come out extra early, like right now, because they want to catch these people before they go to work. That's why it starts so early in the morning.
Ready to check? All right, let's roll, guys. A lot of things go through your head. Your adrenaline, blood pressure, of course, goes up when you're getting ready to do something like this. All right, that vehicle behind us is off limits.
How many people are involved with this operation particularly right now?
I have a 5-man arrest team here situated in this neighborhood here on the street. You see the stoop going up. I have a couple guys sitting right inside that stoop. This is part of what we do. Keep eyes on somebody and try to be as covert as we can. There we go. Is that him in white?
This may look organized, but in this moment, confusion.
There's always challenges we face when it's dark, somebody looks very similar to an individual.
ICE agents mistakenly arrest the target's brother.
In the process of talking to him in the vehicle, he then said, "Oh no, I'm actually so-and-so. Who you're looking for is over here, this other address." He led us to that address and we were able to actually arrest the individual we were looking for. Next target, somebody that did an excess of 10 years for narcotics trafficking. He's also been arrested for DUI. We also may be attempting to criminally prosecute this individual because he was previously removed from the country, which is a federal felony.
You have evidence, right, that he's using a fake identity, or?
That is correct. We believe he's been using a U.S. citizen's identity to live and work. He has an Illinois driver's license.
Immigration and Customs Enforcement just arrested its second target. It has had surveillance on this person for a while now.
This individual was incarcerated at Cook County Jail at one point. He was released without notification to ICE. Previously, if we had been in the jail like we were prior to the 2011 ordinance, we probably could have arrested the individual at Cook County Jail, much more safe and secure location.
He's going to be processed, they're going to fingerprint him, ask him questions, and there's a whole process that goes into place before anyone is deported back, including seeing a judge.
We're cutting through because the highway's so backed up.
Continue 4.7 miles on North Harlem Avenue.
This third target, he has an unauthorized use of a weapon, which was a firearm. He has a couple DUIs. He is a criminal. He has an extensive criminal history. And by taking him out of the community, it's making the community safer. And that's ICE's purpose, is to focus on criminals and community safety by taking these recidivist criminals out of our communities.
You got any weapons on you?
No.
We got a warrant for your arrest?
So we got here and there was a lot of action almost immediately.
We came in, saw the individual, we had eyes on our target. You know, he was able to come out of the business for us. We were able to apprehend him without incident. At the same time, we also brought out his brother, who also is believed to be illegal in the United States. We were able to run him on our portable fingerprint scanner. He did have a hit with DHS, so he's been previously encountered, I believe, by the Border Patrol. So we're going to take him to the office and verify what criminal history he has, and we'll go from there with him. At the same time, when an individual run out the back of the business and started jump fences, officers pursued him, were able to apprehend him.
Why did you run?
Well, the thing is, I gotta look out for my kids. I just don't want to leave my family alone. That's one of the main reasons.
What do you think about what ICE is doing to get criminal undocumented immigrants off the street?
That's good. We really appreciate that, because I mean, sometimes they get people that they're not doing anything, and we come over here for the same reason, to work, not to go ahead and break houses, break cars, nothing.
All right, take care, sir. He's just saying he was scared and ran from the cops, but that's why we want to encounter him, see what's going on, see what his story is. He's not a priority. We haven't encountered him before, so we're going to let him go on the spot. So that's one of the beautiful things that some of the technology we're trying to deploy is to be able to do some of the screening right here instead of dragging everybody back to the office, and it worked out great this particular time.
This is the ICE processing facility right outside of Chicago. All the targets that were arrested are brought here. They are fingerprinted. They fill out paperwork. They answer any questions from the agents.
Here's what you're going to ask for. I request a hearing before an immigration judge.
They've already had their due process. Now, basically, we serve them a new paperwork showing them that what's going to be happening to them, and then we arrange for their removal from the United States.
Now, I wanted that to play in its entirety. So y'all got to see that segment there where it literally, and that was Pamela Brown. I don't know if you guys are familiar with who Pamela Brown is, but she still works for CNN. That reporter that you saw there, that lady, still works for CNN. She's still there. Okay? Her name is Pamela Brown. Actually, I think they put it on the screen for a second at one point or another. Yeah, at the very beginning, they put it on the screen. But anyway, yeah, back then it was all, oh, look what these guys are doing. Look, they're arresting these illegals. Oh my goodness. Ha, ha, ha. How nice. But now it's, oh, well, you know, ICE is the Gestapo. You know, you would never see CNN doing a ride along with ICE right now. Never. One, because it's not the news anymore, right? They're not journalists anymore. But also, too, it's simply propaganda. That's all it is. It's simply propaganda. And if they actually did a ride along with ICE, it would actually show the truth about what ICE genuinely have to go through. Bricks being thrown at their vehicles, people hitting the vehicles. I mean, just all types of crazy stuff. People cursing at them, yelling at them, throwing bricks at the officers themselves, not just the vehicles. I believe I saw a clip yesterday of an ICE agent getting hit in the face with a brick, right? So just absolutely crazy stuff. And of course, these people always take off, which, yeah, I ain't gonna say what I want to say. But anyway, crazy stuff going on, man. And if they actually did a ride along with ICE right now, it would actually destroy a lot of the narrative that they've helped to build. But you saw it there, right? Staking out, arrested a guy, right? That first guy. But he turned out to be the guy's brother who they wanted to arrest. The guy didn't fight. He didn't fuss. He didn't yell. He didn't scream. They took him into custody. Once they figured out, oh, this is the wrong guy. Hey, where's your brother at? He let him know where his brother was, and they let him go. The second guy, because if you listen to liberals, they're just coming here to work. Well, they pulled up to literally a body shop, right? And arrested an illegal in a body shop who was just trying to work. I'm actually about to post this clip here as a YouTube short. So if you don't watch my YouTube shorts, you definitely want to check them out. But check out this guy. Check out all this information. It is mind-boggling what liberals are willing to overlook, all in the name of hating Donald J. Trump. Check it out.
When Democrats ran ICE, it was called law enforcement. When Trump runs it, they call it the Gestapo. September 30th, 1996, Bill Clinton signs the law that creates 287G, the program that lets local police work with immigration enforcement. The vote, 170 to 37 in the House. A year earlier, Clinton stood before Congress and said, illegal aliens entering our country, the jobs they hold might otherwise be held by citizens. The public services they use impose burdens on our taxpayers. Sounds like something directly from Stephen Miller. He got a standing ovation. Now they can't even stand for Lincoln Riley's family. Fast forward to Obama. 2.7 million deportations, more than any president in American history. In 2012, ICE was removing 1,123 people per day. His administration built the Dilley's Detention Center in Texas, 2,400 beds, run by a private prison company, the largest family detention facility in the country. Obama told America, felons not families, criminals not children. 56 people died in ICE custody under Obama. The ACLU called Dilley's conditions deplorable. A federal judge said they violated minimum standards. Did anyone call Obama's ICE the SS? 2025. Governor Walz calls ICE Donald Trump's modern Gestapo. Congressman John Larson says ICE is the SS and the Gestapo. Governor Pritzker says America is becoming Nazi Germany. But here's what they won't tell you. The law that Trump is using, Clinton signed it. The detention infrastructure, Obama built it. The private prison contracts, Obama's DHS awarded them. The program was created by a Democratic Congress and signed by a Democratic president. Democrats suddenly discovered that ICE was inhumane in 2025. Where were they in 2014 when their own ACLU sued Obama's administration? In 2015 when a federal judge called Obama's family detentions deplorable? In 2016 when their own activists called Obama the deporter-in-chief? The machine didn't change. The operator did. They built the cages, they filled the beds, they signed the contracts, and now they're calling it fascism because it's politically convenient.
Yeah, so it's interesting how it was fine when Obama was doing all of this stuff. It was fine when he had the cages. It was okay when he was deporting all of these people, rounding them up in the middle of the night. And for those that are going to say, well, he was deporting the criminals. That is a lie too. And I actually posted it as a YouTube short not very long ago, a news segment where they called him out for deporting people who were here simply illegally. They hadn't committed any other crimes other than being here illegally. But if you listen to these liberals, Obama never did that.
That's not what the New York Times has found. It reports 2/3 of those deported under President Obama had committed minor infractions, such as traffic violations, or had no criminal record at all. More than 5,000 children whose parents were removed from the country have ended up in foster care. Each day, reform is delayed, and
For any liberal out there, I was going to say that. Can't use that one because Obama did it. He was deporting people whose only crime was that they were here illegally. Not my words. New segment. You ain't got to take my word for it. Okay? CNN going on ride-alongs with ICE. Obama gave an award to Tom Homan. Had the illegals in cages. Nobody said anything. No riots, no protest, no cities burning. You know also what I find interesting? And I might post this as a YouTube short as well. I find it interesting how we had riots from 2016 to 2020. And then from 2020 to 2024, we had no riots. And now all of a sudden, all the riots are back now. Interesting how that works, ain't it? Interesting how that works. It's almost as if, people weren't getting paid to riot from 2020 to 2024 when Joe Biden was in office. I don't know. It just seems like that. Y'all can let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. But I just had to show that news segment to y'all, man. CNN literally, and somebody that still works at CNN, Pamela Brown, doing a ride-along with ICE. Now, if you listen to the same lady, Pamela Brown, who's on CNN, ICE is the Gestapo. But yet, literally, not very long ago, she did a ride-along with them. Y'all get in the comments, let me know your thoughts and your opinions about all this craziness. My goodness, Democrats are hypocrites. All they stand for is going against whatever it is that Trump says or does. That is it, and that is all. Stay safe. Peace and love. I'm out.